Hey, Josh the Balloon Guy here again. And today I thought I would go over wands, typically like princess wands or just things we call in the business dazzlers. And so one of the most common ones we do is called a heart wand. And typically you take two different colors. Now, of course, you can let the child choose, or if you have a preset color, that's up to you. Um, on my menu, it's purple, pink, and purple. So that's what I'm going to use here. And you're going to blow these up almost to the almost a hand width tail. Excuse me, because these are actually going to be a little bit longer. And we're not even going to use all of it. Okay. Now you can do the two of these separate, and it's the same thing on both sides, and then you combine them. Or what I like to do is go ahead and tie the nozzles together. Uh, and then what we're doing is we're making pedal twists. And I want them to be a little bit smaller, so about 2.5, 3 finger width, okay? And I'm gonna alternate the colors back and forth. To me, it's just the easier way to get it all together. And again, you want them all to be the same size pedal. And we're gonna do 3 of each color. Now, if you're doing a single color, obviously you're just doing 6, okay? So I've got 2 purples so far. This is my 3rd purple. And then my 3rd pink. All right. And wrap around for good measure. And then I'm going to go ahead and straighten everything out here just so that I have a good base with which to do the next part. Because with the 2 colors, we're going to spiral them just like we do the sword, hand over hand. Okay. And when you get down, see, I've got just a little bit left here. And I go ahead and twist off, do one more small pedal on each side. And it's a much smaller pedal than the pedal twist at the top. And break off the excess. Yes, we do. You may break off a lot of ends. So a scrap bag is a handy thing to have. You can also, tease the kids and say, "Hey, here, hold this for me," and hand it to them, and it'll go away, and they get a good laugh out of it. But as somebody who uses a lot of my scrap ends for different things like noses or detail pieces, I tend to hold on to them. Okay, so notice I got a little carried away here, and some of my pedals aren't the same size. Uh, it just takes practice and takes patience. Um, and here I have a metallic 6-inch heart. And yes, I did put a little pressure on there as it was blowing up to direct the air into the lobes. Uh, Hearts are becoming harder to come by in any color other than the red. I used to like the Qualitex Carnival colors because you got yellow and purple and green, and it was great. I still have some of them, but uh, most of them are going to be red anyway. And I always just go boop right there on their noggin, and then hand it to them, of course. And you can put anything on top of one of these wands. Like I have some old Qualitex smiley faces, and I know you can find new printed smiley faces at my buddy James Calger's store, JK Balloons and More. Uh, he's got all kind of prints that you could put on top of your wands. Another one that we like to do, and this is with a single balloon for the wand, and I'll take a red because usually it's around Christmas, times when it's darker outside and you're doing events. Um, then blow this up again, pretty close to the end. And do a little less or a little more than a hand this time left at the end, just to give it some room to stretch. And instead of having 2 colors, I'm going to make a single color 5 petal, maybe 6 petal flower, depending on how much balloon I've got left over. And also notice my petals are a little bit smaller this time. And that's 5 petals. Do I want to go for one more? Yeah, I'll go for one more. All right, I've got a hair or a fuzzy in my mouth. All right. So I did get 6 petals on there and still got a good length to hold on to. And what makes this a dazzler is taking any of my rounds, any of my 5-inch rounds. This one just happens to be a white one, and a little balloon light. And you can get these fairly cheap on Amazon. Pull the tab, the light comes on and starts flashing, and I'm going to stuff it down into my round. Get a good spread on my round, make it easier to do so. All right, so got that all stuffed down in there. Go ahead and blow it up. Just a simple round. Wrapped around there. And see if I turn off some lights if it gets dark enough. Yeah. So you can see at a nighttime event or an indoor event where it's dark, that's going to dazzle. You know, because it's just, and they can play with it, make all kind of noise with it. You know, maracas, and you can put, you know, prep some ahead of time with salt inside, and make little maracas. It's just fun things to do, you know, more fun for the kids, something to play with. And the girls, they love these, and they are going to turn them into swords. They're going to go around bopping everybody uh, with them, but it's just a lot of fun. All right, as always, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.